Alright, 3, 2, 1. We're on.
We're on.
Episode 2? I mean, not episode 2, right?
That's
Like,
embarrassing.
no, it's not.
It's episode 4.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, because I still feel like, because we didn't talk about sports the last one. We just bullshitted.
We're
That's
just
the thing.
bullshitting. You want to add those to the episode? Yeah, fuck it, dude.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We're putting the subjects in what we're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. I still want to kind of separate them in a way.
I see what you're saying. But you could set a playlist.
No, yeah, for sure. Once we start growing, expanding more episodes. We'll get there though. But anyway, man.
I think we got some positive feedback, dude, from last week.
Yeah, you showed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback.
I did too. I showed some. I didn't put it on my page, but I sent it to certain people.
Which annoyed me.
I understand.
FYI.
I understand. But I sent it to certain people that I care about their opinions.
Right.
You know, and yeah, I got some positive feedback as well. You know, I hope it's not like just the fact like them being nice. You know what I mean?
If you care about their opinion, I think they would tell you. You know.
Not for sure, but there's always that sliver of doubt for me.
Yeah.
You know, like because me, I guess we could talk about. I've not listened to one episode that we've done ever,
and we've done multiple. Like,
yeah, we may be like 4 episodes in, but we've recorded like over like 20 like episodes.
So much content, so much. I think we have a lot of good content. It's just the quality is not there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
we've talked about a lot of good things, I think.
Yeah, and plus I have my other podcast, my horror movie podcast, and the New Japan podcast that I do as well. So I've recorded a lot of podcasts recently.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, this is the 4th one that we've ever put out. So yeah, it's we're still. I think there's still room to get better because you told me that you listened to an old episode of ours, right?
Yeah, the very first one.
Tell me how that experience was.
It was cringy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Cause you think about it, like it's funny. I think it's funny because we go back to when we first started, and it's like listening back to it that day or like that week, and it's like fuck, like we thought we were good,
Yeah. Well, I never thought. Like I said, I never listened to them. You would be the guy who would relay it back to me.
Right. I think what I liked back then was our content. What we were talking about was gold. I still think till this day, what we were talking about was gold.
Our best episode is our practice one of our practice runs, right?
Right. So.
Never say never though.
I think the content was gold, but the quality was terrible.
Right. Yeah,
we didn't really know how to adjust our audio, and we were too close to the mic. You could hear me fucking heavy breathing.
We were recording from my
garage,
horrible spot to record shit.
Yeah.
But like you said, always in the beginning, you think it's a great idea.
Right.
But I mean, I remember you saying that you missed it in the garage a little bit because that's where we started.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't mind going back there. Just fix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of potential in there, but my I don't think they want to admit it, but my family are low key hoarders, and there's a lot of shit that they don't use or never going to use that they're still in there, and I feel like if they fucking step it up and get the shit out of there, then we could make that spot.
It's a nice spot. I like it a lot. Actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it needs to be cleared out.
Yeah, but I love what we have here now. We got the table and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. I was gonna say I remember having a lot of fun though recording.
Me too. I still do.
Oh yeah, of course, it's still fun. But I'm saying in the when our starting point,
I was fully in. I remember when we went to the store and bought all the audio.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna be like, damn. I remember when we first purchased. When you purchased the mics, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I was like, oh, it's getting closer, and to see where we're at now, I'm proud of us, for where we've gone so far.
I think we're moving pretty good.
Yeah, it's out there.
I don't know. I really don't care. I don't care if this is how it stays. I don't care if no one else listens to us. I enjoy doing this. It's very therapeutic to me.
Absolutely, man.
Because I don't talk. Not like this to anyone else. Me and you have always had conversations like this, which is why we came up with the idea to do a podcast, because our conversations are very good conversations. If you put any of the conversations that me and you have had in the past, very, very, very deep conversations,
well, I'm sure it's like that for a lot of people, but they just never think to record it,
put it out there.
Yeah. because you know when I first started, like you said, when we first came up with the idea, it was just about, you know, for me, like you just said, it was just the only thing was the fucking it to be therapy and you know healthy and just to actually talk about it and you know put it out there, you know, just the idea. But yeah, man, it's crazy looking back. I wonder how many months ago, like
it was March. I think I remember. I think it was March.
Dang, man, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's really not that long ago.
Well, I mean,
if you think about it, though, we have like almost a year of experience under our belt. You know,
a year's a long time for me, because you know. Plus, there was a period where we didn't record at all.
Yeah,
when I started working.
Yeah, we stopped.
Yeah, there's a time, you know, when Ghosts. You know what I mean. Then I started doing the horror movie one and my pro wrestling one, and then eventually we're like, we got to get this shit in gear. Yeah, you know, and yeah, here we are.
We definitely kicked it into a fourth gear for sure.
We
jumped right into it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was good for us. You know, we needed it maybe. You know, plus the scheduling is, you know, tough. That's the only thing I feel like that we fight.
I think it lands perfectly though.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes, yeah. You know, we have that day today, which is today.
Right.
And then we have Thursday, the day we upload it. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it works out.
Yeah, Thursday.
And then you know, Thursday comes out. People have all weekend to listen to it. It's not like, you know, you put it out on a Monday and people forget about it. They live their lives and it's like, I don't know. Well, I really don't care if a lot of people listen to this or not. Like I think, you know, from the people that have heard it, I appreciate you guys tremendously. But I think a lot of people can relate to some of the shit we say. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, that's the beauty about podcasts, you know, in general. But yeah, like you said, if we're 5 years down the line and we only have like 50 subscribers or 50 listeners or whatever. Like I could give a shit. Like you said, it's fun, it's therapeutic. If it helps others that, you know, who listen to it, then all, you know, that makes it even more like sweet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, thank you for the people who listened to that episode, because I know I won't, coming from the person who does it.
Yeah, the guy who's actually on it won't listen to it.
No, not one episode.
I get it though. I really wish you would.
I know, man.
Dude,
I wish I would too.
I think you're the brains of all this. You're the key.
I'm the key.
Yeah, you're definitely, dude. Your voice is the shit.
Nah.
Yes.
Don't flatter me, man.
Your voice. I'm telling you, dude. All the people.
I can't do the rest of the podcast.
All the people at my work are like, dude. I swear on everything. I swear on everything.
Making me blush and shit, man.
Dude, they like you, dude. You have a good voice for this. I'm telling you, my dad loves you. He likes it. He likes you a lot. He thinks you have, you know, something going with this. So.
All right, stop kissing my ass. All right, I'm done with the ass kissing.
Whatever.
Man. I'm done, man. I'm done. But yeah, man. How was ever since we released the podcast? It's been like a week. You know, that since last Thursday. I mean, anything happened that you know that you want to talk about or anything like that? I know your team's in the fucking World Series now.
The Dodgers.
Lucky bastard. I don't want to get too into it because, you know, we're just bullshitting. You know, and it's not sports.
I'm glad. It was a good week. It was a good birthday. My birthday just passed.
Yeah, your birthday. That's right.
Yeah, I turned 25.
Yeah, my dad asked. He was like, damn, he's like, how old did Hector turn? I was like, he turned 25. And he was like, fuck. Yeah. I don't know what that meant. I don't know if it was a fuck that motherfucker's old.
Yeah, either that or he feels like he's getting old.
Yeah, that's probably it too.
Because you think your dad looks at me and he's like, dude, I remember when he used to play when he was 12, you know?
No, for sure.
So.
Yeah, my dad, yeah. I haven't even really looked at it because, you know, I'm 23. I turned 24 this year in December. And yeah, and I was trying to think. I was like, because we known each other how long?
It's a long time.
It's a long time. I can't remember.
At least 15 years.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah. Damn,
so we known each other since we were teenagers. It's nuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
That's crazy, dude. But yeah, man, the big 25. That's to me that's like prime of life right there.
25?
Yeah, that's prime.
That's the prime?
That's when you're a stallion. you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know, just going around, you know,
smashing chicks.
Yeah, that's the prime.
No, man, I don't know. I'm not really looking at that right now.
No, I know you are. I'm just joking. We're just bullshit.
We're just joshing.
Right. But I never got that joshing.
Yeah, me neither. What? I don't know what made me want to say
I was about to say.
I've never said that in life.
I was about to say, this motherfucker's never said joshing in my life. As long as I known him. So I was like, I wonder where that came from.
No, I don't know.
So assuming that you said it, I knew, you know, maybe you knew where it came from.
No.
All right, well, maybe we look up the origins later. But yeah, I never fucking got it. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Is it from Drake and Josh or some shit?
Just joshing.
No clue. But yeah, anyway, man, do you feel 25?
No.
Stupid question that everybody says.
I feel fucking 30.
That's not
I feel
good.
33.
That's not cool. Why?
Mentally, not.
Oh, mentally? Well, that's good.
Not physically. Physically, I still feel like a stallion.
Like a stallion.
No, dude. I don't know. I have people at work tell me like, oh, "Dude, you look older." Like I look like they're like
backhanded compliment.
Like I had a patient tell me like, "Oh yeah, I for sure thought you were like early 30s," and I'm like,
"Shit, you at least 30?"
Damn, bro. Like,
hit you with the bad boys too.
Like when that means when I'm 30, I'm gonna look 40. You know what I'm saying?
It could, yeah, possibly.
I'm like, I don't. And then it's funny because I have facial hair, so
yeah. With
my facial hair, I feel like I do look older.
Okay.
But when I shave, I look like I'm fucking 16.
Yeah.
I have an ass face.
No, I feel you there.
So
there's people in middle school who thought I was older because I had a beard and shit. I was like, they thought I was the feds or something. Yeah. And then I was, But yeah, I'm weird with birthdays, man.
Yeah.
I don't know my mom's birthday.
You don't know your own mother's birthday?
I don't know my dad's birthday either.
You don't even know my birthday, cock.
I knew it was like in October. That's
my boy said happy birthday to me. It wasn't even on the day. Like, you're a best friend. Great.
I'll wear that. Yeah, I'll wear that. That's for sure.
That was me.
Well, no, because like you posted it on your for your coworkers did for you, and I was like, oh shit, it's the motherfucker's birthday today. I was like, damn, okay. So I just sent you a happy birthday.
Shout out my coworkers for doing that, man.
Yeah, they did you really really well.
I wasn't expecting that for sure.
Yeah, that was very lovely.
It was cool.
Yeah. They fucked me over, though, because I thought it was your birthday. I was like, oh, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, I remembered.
And you were like, it's tomorrow, but thanks, bro. And I was like...
It's all right. It was a bunch of people that did it. My birthday was on the 19th, apparently. I had so many people tell me happy birthday that day.
Watch next year. I'm going to tell you next year, on the 19th. I'm weird with birthdays, man. I don't care for them. I don't think there's something to celebrate. Like, I mean, you don't celebrate them either.
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, no.
No, just because my birthday was always a failure. Like growing up, like that's either a fight happened at my house
that's
or
a lovely thing to take out of your
yeah, no, birthday. It's just because it's never gone my way. My birthday for some reason.
Elaborate. Give me some examples.
Like just something. Just there ends up being a fight on my birthday with my family, and it just goes sour. Me and my pops would not agree. Just something dumb. Like it would just end in a fight, and it would be a bad day. Whatever.
Right.
So that's why I don't really look forward to my birthdays.
Right. Do you dread it?
No, I don't dread it.
Yeah, I was saying, so you superstitious now?
No, I don't dread it. Like, for my birthday, it was the Dodger game. My dad just got some pizza. They got me a little cake, and that's it.
Cool.
Like, I appreciate just that, things like that. They have money. We have money to do, trips. I go to Vegas for this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And
you could get yourself a little something too.
Yeah, get myself a little something. But I don't. Moments like those, I like being at home.
No, for sure, man.
Even if I was a freaking millionaire,
right.
I think I would stay humble like that. I don't think maybe I'd, once every birthday, do something. But like for the most part, I like just being at home, chilling with the people I care about. Like that day you had to work, obviously I would have wanted you to be at the house.
Yeah.
But I just like to be with the people that I know care about me the way I care about them.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do personally. Your birthdays, we've chilled on your birthday.
Have we?
Yeah, the UFC fights or.
Yeah, well, sometimes it falls on my UFC fight, the UFC fights, but like, yeah, I don't like.
They do barbecues or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only reason why is because of the UFC fight.
Yeah, because of the fight.
Yeah, because of the fights. But like when they don't fall on the fights or whatever, like I just like you said, I don't like to celebrate it because, I feel the same like. I feel the same way like I was when I was 22 years old. You know what I mean? Like, and that repeats. Like, every year I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Closer to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. The works.
Works.
Yeah. But yeah. I can't remember the last time. I mean, the fights and stuff like that. But as far as, like, giving me my own cake, I think my grandma likes to ask me, like, oh, what do you want to eat? You know what I mean? Choose a meal, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because I'm a picky bastard, and I don't like what anybody makes at my house all the time.
Right.
So yeah. So it's nice, it's nice, but yeah, not much to celebrate though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just another year,
another annual
celebrate.
It's just the 20. It was weird because it's 25. 25 is a celebration, I think, you know?
Yeah.
People get married in 25th anniversary, you know, whatever.
There's people who die.
Yeah, you know, it's just 25 just seems significant to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's 25 is like you know, you're a quarter of a century old, you know?
Stallion. Yeah, man.
In my eyes, I feel like you're halfway through your life.
Really?
Yeah, 25? Man. Because think about it, like, how many people you know live to be 60, 70 years old?
No, for sure. But, like, I don't know, like, I still feel like your 20s, like I feel like that's still young. Like,
but I think, like, to me, it's like you're halfway to death. That's how I feel.
For me, it's 35.
35 halfway?
When I turn 35, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, it's getting close. Mm-hmm. I feel it. Death is chilling in my house right now. Yeah. That's how I feel. When you get 34, like 35, 40, that's when I'm like, fuck.
I still think 30, you're kind of still in your prime, though.
Yeah.
I think 30 is like, that's your prime. Right. That how you feel about 25, I feel like that. Really? I feel like that about 30.
I feel like that's old.
Like I tell myself, you know, I told my dad this. If I don't have kids by the time I'm 30, then I don't want kids.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
And I'm the total opposite. I think that's the perfect time to have kids.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't want to be an old dad.
Yeah, you don't want to die when the kid's like.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
I get that.
I don't want to be. I don't know.
But I feel like, like a conversation before, you know, a lot of people go into relationships, you know, very young, and they realize
maybe 35. I'll say 35.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, when you get in your 30s, you're kind of you live through your 20s. You've seen a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That to me, like when you hit 30, you've experienced a lot. I feel like you have experienced life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like where I'm at, 23. You know, when I get 25, you know, like I still don't feel like I've experienced every level of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like when you get in your 30s, you're like, okay, like that was all my 20s, you know what I mean? I fucked up, made mistakes, been with women that I shouldn't have been with one that I should have maybe, you know, stuck around with, you know what I mean? Like you've learned a lot. I feel like the classic saying, the older you get, the wiser you get. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, you know, even, you know, there's a lot of immature 30-year-olds out there, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But like they exist. But like, you know, I think your chances of having a child and being with somebody at the age of 30 is likely to go on pretty far, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. You know, but when you get married and have kids, like when you're 20s and stuff like that, that's when I'm like, yeah, you don't even know who the fuck you are, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and she don't even know who the fuck, you know, like, and you guys don't know who the fuck you are raising another kid who probably is not gonna know who the fuck he is when he gets yours. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's a good statement.
You know. But yeah, man, you're still young, dude. 25.
Man, 25. It's crazy. I look at 25 and I'm like, okay, I'm 30. You know, I'm 30. Damn, I might as well be 50. You know.
Well, I feel bad for you when you reach your 30s and the 40s. Yeah. Like, damn, I feel like I'm 90. But yeah, man. I mean, 25 years, long time. Is like, you want to recap anything of your, you know, because that's where I want to take it, because you know you've experienced a lot of shit, right? Now you don't have to mention the bad stuff, but I mean, is there anything that you've taken out of like the 25 years of living?
It's just the simple shit, you know. It's like, my dad's gonna love this one, but you know, when I was younger, my dad would be like, I'd fight with my dad. You know, me and my dad.
Yeah, man.
We would bump heads, you know, quite often when growing up.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, and it was just like always a fight with something, and it was just, we always disagreed, and he wanted me to be a certain way, and I wasn't like that, and you know, to me, focusing on life, I started focusing on life a little too late.
Yeah?
Yeah. So like
goals and shit, or like,
well,
what do you mean?
Goals, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do up until like 2 years ago.
Right.
And even then, I don't feel like I want to do that forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's just, you know, and I don't think it's wrong to feel that way, to not know what you want to do with your life. Mm-hmm. 'Cause it's hard, dude. It's hard for someone who didn't find their gift early in life to know what they want to do.
Right.
It's hard for someone to want to chase a dream that seems impossible, or may not pay you what you deserve, you know?
Right.
I have a buddy of mine who majored in art or something.
Oh yeah?
He got his master's degree in art, and like he can't find a job. He's trying to sell his drawings or whatever. It's like it sucks, dude.
Right.
Because there's not a job market, a big job market for people in art. It's like, you know, and it's just because he followed his dream and that's what he wanted to do. But because the system says if you find a job in the medical field, you'll get paid, and there's more jobs in there for that. It's like, fuck, like you gotta, okay, now I gotta find some in the medical field because there's jobs for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure. Yeah.
So I don't know. Back to where I was going with my dad. It's like my dad used to tell me like, oh, do this or stay focused on this or do good in school, and then back then it was just like, I was dumb.
You're a kid.
I was dumb. In high school, it was just like, man, I just wanted to be the cool kid or.
Right.
We
all at a young age we care about image.
Yeah, and I wish I didn't. Back then I used to care what people thought.
Right.
You know, and I think mostly everybody does at that age.
Yeah.
You know.
I was confused.
Yeah. You were very sexually confused. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
No, that's a false narrative.
I'm just playing.
No, we will not follow that in the podcast.
I'm just playing. No, but
false narrative.
For us, my dad used to tell me, you know, one day you're gonna look and be like, Dad was right.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was right. Hear that, Pops? You were right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's
gonna love that.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love it. You know,
there's just things that I wish I would have focused on more. You know.
Right.
When I was 18, I didn't want to go to school. You know, after I graduated, I didn't want to go to college. I went to college because everyone went to college. That was the thing.
Because that's what life tells you to do.
Right. So, you know, and I majored in like 5 different things by the time I was 20.
No, for sure.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
You know, so.
Do you know what you want to do now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
That's all that matters, man.
Yeah, I'm doing it. And, you know, I remember I used to tell you, like, I feel like I got a late start.
Right.
I feel like I'm, starting my life late, you know?
You're young, man.
There's people I was going to school with that were, like, 18, and I was already, like, 23, 24, and I'm like, shit, you know? I just wish I would have, pulled the trigger on what I'm doing now when I was 18. It saved a lot of time.
Right.
A lot of money.
Yeah. That's, that's very unfortunate about your friend, too. About the art thing,
Yeah.
Because, there isn't a lot of fields.
And
when there is a field, it probably is not as high as you think you should. You know what I mean? But it's
just,
tough.
It's one of those things, too, like.
Because I appreciate people who do that a lot. Like I'm into comic books. I love graphic novels.
Right.
I appreciate art. Like, definitely dark art. You know what I mean? That's all I post on my Instagram sometimes. And it's amazing, and I really do think that they deserve a lot more. But so a lot of them just do it for the love of the game. You know what I mean? But it's hard to maintain a stable thing. Definitely when you're starting out and you're still young, you know what I mean? But I don't know do you know what your buddy's doing now? Because I hope he
I think it just sells pictures to
well, you know what, man? I hope he never stops.
Yeah, no, I
hope
hope
so.
so.
Because
I hope so too. I'll show him to you later. He's pretty.
I hope so, man.
He's pretty cool. I like his drawings.
Yeah, because I appreciate.
But yeah, it's just things like that. The people who are trying to follow their dreams, and there's not a lot of jobs for that. Like, shout out my boy TJ. He was going to school for music.
Right.
And it's just like, what are you gonna do with that? The society tells you what are you gonna do with your music degree.
For sure, yeah. But one thing that TJ does, he never stops. That's the thing.
Yeah. Shout out TJ. Man.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the thing is, like, for me, like, as a person, like, my dreams are big too, but I haven't implemented it as I should have. You know what I mean? And I should. I'm starting to write now. I'm like, okay, fine, getting something on track. Need to buy a camera and stuff like that. But the people who are like there, just keep going. Never quit the love or the passion for the game. You know what I mean? Always be a student too. Always have that student mentality. Always new things to learn. And I don't. Who gives a fuck if you're 40 or 50 when you get your biggest paycheck? You know what I mean? If it's something you love and you finally get there, the struggle's worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I hope because TJ's mad talented with the music.
Yeah, man.
Great piano player, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to TJ. Love him to death. You know what I mean? And I hope he fucking never stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's hard, man. But yeah, it's a good lesson to take, man. I mean, because I like to think that I you know, I wish I started young too. You know what I mean? But like I was, you know, I was confused, not sexually confused, but confused about, you know, life. You know what I mean? Confused about this fucking place we live in. You know, my like just, you know, just trying to figure out who I am at a young age. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. And that's the case with a lot of young kids out there who are confused, not sexually confused, but you know, confused about like who they are and like what they want to do in the future.
Right.
But you know, I like to think of everybody as an artist, and we all need to find our platform, to find something, our art, something that speaks to us, something that where we could express ourselves. And you know, that's all it is, man. You're an artist. You know what I mean? You're just waiting to make your stamp, you know, on the world and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's crazy. You're 25.
God damn, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, talking like an old man already.
Yeah, it's good though.
Nah, man, it's cool. You know, I'm glad. I'm glad I finally did it.
Yeah.
You know, I could have went. You know, things could have been worse.
Could have went left.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm doing it. Glad I'm in the right direction.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're taking with you that you're gonna implement more? I mean, just what you said, just more focus or anything on this next 25 years.
Just stay positive.
Yeah.
To me, it was just like, you know, when you're young and something bad happens to you, it's like the end of the world. Yeah. You know,
it's crazy how that feels. Right?
It's like, fuck, my life's over. You know, and it's just a small bump for something bigger. Yeah. You know, something that's gonna, you know, get you on the right path.
Right.
You know, there's certain things that happened to me that I was like, fuck, dude, like, really?
You felt like Smalls.
Yeah, like, dude, seriously?
My life's
like,
over.
This is it? Like,
yep.
And because those things happened, I'm in the position that I'm in now, you know? And it's just, it's crazy because you don't really look at the big picture when something drastic happens to you. You think of it just there in the moment, like, shit. You know, and we're human. We're just living in the moment, right?
Right. You feel like tomorrow will never.
Tomorrow will never be here.
Yeah, we'll never be here. We're gonna deal with this shit.
Right. Like, and it's just like you think what you're going through now is gonna be forever, and it's not.
No.
You know.
Fuck no, man.
So I don't know. If I have anything to move forward, is just stay positive. If something bad happens, just try to make the best of it and move on. Because in the end, you're going to get to where you want to go if you don't give up. And it's so cheesy, and I'm not that kind of guy to spitball some shit.
Here comes.
You know, but you gotta do what's...
Chase your dreams, man.
Oh, so gay, dude. But yeah.
Don't say gay, bro. We're going to lose your
Shut up, dude. Anyways, yeah, man. I don't know.
It's stressful. It's stressful. Yeah, I remember being there. Like, yeah, perfect way you just said it. Like, I feel like tomorrow is never gonna come. You know, it's just like, yeah. But one thing that I've learned, you know what I mean, like, whether it's dealing with stupid shit or something that's making you hurt or whatever, you know what I mean. Like, I always tell people, like, you know, it may not feel like it, but I mean, this pain and stress that you're feeling, it's not gonna last forever. Like, it doesn't, you know. I mean, it carries with you maybe a day, a week. No, excuse me, a day or a week or two, but you know, it doesn't last forever. You know what I mean? And simple shit, man. You just gotta learn from it. You gotta learn from this fucking bullshit that we go through called life. You know, whether it's family and whatnot and shit like that. But the thing is, like, you have to deal with these things. You have to experience these things. That's why I like to, because that's why I love, you know. A lot of people don't like horror movies, right? A lot of people don't like all this like dark shit that I'm into. But, you know, I feel like a lot of people should experience it because you're a human being and we actually should feel every feeling known to man. And that is, of course, dealing with stress and dealing with, you know, horror or like, you know, something very dark. You know what I mean? It's a part of being human. We have to feel these things. You know what I mean? And it's great because, you know, I mean, if you want to get super duper positive, you know what I mean? Like, should be happy that you do feel something. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you don't feel stress, if you don't feel like, you know, worrisome or whatever, what have you, you know what I mean, then you're not a human being. You know what I mean? You lack something. You know what I mean? You lack something. But yeah, like you said, you know how I feel about positivity. Yeah. But when it comes about dealing with like life, like I totally get it. We all need some positivity in our life. We all need to hear.
It's hard too, especially in the age we live in now, like where, you know, you try to be positive and you have people who are negative as shit on the internet. Right. You know, you have people on the internet, you know, you want to post some happy shit. Yeah. And it's
imagine being a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. Like people literally sit on the internet all day.
That's their goal. That's what they
keyboard gangsters and just want to talk shit on someone who's trying to like spread positivity or
do something with their life.
Right. And you know, I have there's this video that I posted on my Instagram of Kevin Hart, and he's like, you know, what's on my Instagram or what's on my social medias, that's my world. You know, if you want to talk shit on it, why do you follow me? Why do you waste your time commenting on my shit with some negative stuff, you know?
Take the time to actually
say, like, so this is my world. If you don't like it, why do you have to follow me, or why do you have to look at what I'm posting? And it pisses me off because sometimes, you know, I post some shit and someone has something stupid to say, like whatever. Like I feel like even though they might just be playing around, I feel like subconsciously they're not. They're really just there to talk shit.
Right.
And I could be wrong, but whatever.
No.
But you know, there's a lot of people that just talk shit.
Well, yeah. Well, it falls into that category of, you know, remember that famous line in a famous movie called The Dark Knight? There's some people out there who want to watch the world burn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same thing goes, you know, there's some people who like, you know, like I said, lack empathy, lack something, you know what I mean?
And people there's people that are being trolls too, so
that's it. They, you know, they are being trolls. They want to get a rise out of you. They want to get a reaction. But yeah, there's some genuine people out there who genuinely want to make, you know, you upset and fuck your day up. Yeah. But the goal is to not let them have that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, is like I've always said this, even though I haven't, like, I've never made enemies, like, at least in my mind, I don't think. But the thing is, like, I always told myself, if I ever ran into that problem, like, I always tell myself, if they don't know me personally, then I won't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like a stance everybody should take, and be like, you know, they don't know you, they don't hang out with you, they're not your family, they're not your friends, they're not their opinions don't matter to you because you don't give a shit about them and they don't give a shit about you. You know what I mean? But like, if you, like, you know, if somebody close to me were to come with me some shit, like point out some flaws of my attitude, you know, something that I love and care about, then that's when you should
care.
That's when you should care and get, you know, it's a shitty world we live in.
Yeah, man. How do you feel about that?
What?
People on their phones, on their social medias, that just live off that shit.
Well, you know, I've voiced my opinions to you a couple times, man. You know what I mean? Because there'll be times where I'll be watching a movie or watching a show, and then I look at you, and you're on your phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like, you know, that's your thing. I don't know. I personally, like,
it's a pet peeve of yours for sure.
Yeah.
It is. No, it is.
I don't know. I don't want to say a pet peeve. I don't know.
It bugs you. It does.
How do I word this?
Especially when we're watching a movie.
Yeah. Well, because, like, I love movies.
Yeah.
And I feel like every movie, people should sit down and watch something. Because if you are on your phone and you ask me a fucking question later in the movie, I'm going to look at you right in your face and be like, you shouldn't have been on your fucking phone, dunce. You know what I mean? Like, that's what gets me angry.
Dunce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not you specifically. Anybody. Because my mom, I love my mom to death. But, like, she's always, like, asking me questions during the movie, and I'm like, Mom, like, you were on your phone. If you were just paying
a spick of attention,
a sliver of attention, you would know what the fuck is happening right now. You know what I mean? That's you know, it's not just my mom's, it's not just you, it's everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You go in the movie theater, it's hard not to see somebody on their phone.
Yeah, and it pisses me off.
It's crazy.
Like, I take that shit with me at home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the shower and be like, that motherfucker, man, he's on his fucking phone. Just because he wanted to see some fucking bullshit or whatever, and it's like,
bro, when you got a nude, bro, you gotta see it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not going anywhere. She can't unsend it.
Snap.
You know, You don't have to look at it in the movie theater.
I'm just playing. That's what I'm saying. I'm just busting balls.
I know. But I genuinely think it's a problem. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people take some time like on their phones. Like there's people out there who be on their phones for like hours.
Yeah.
And it's like you could have went outside and like, you know, fucking mowed your lawn or something. You know, something productive. You know what I mean? But like I'm not gonna say like I'm all perfect, because I've done it too. Like there's times where I'm like spend like 30 minutes on Twitter or something like that looking up something, and I'm like, I feel like shit afterwards. Like, that's the thing. Like I'm like,
do you really?
Yeah, I do. I'm like, this 30 minutes you could have read that book that you just bought like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like you always have to be productive in your day? You don't ever feel like being lazy?
No, for sure. I think, I don't know. Shout out to those people who aren't lazy, but I do think I do think people are earned the right to have one lazy day. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, thing is, like, a lazy day to me sometimes just like chilling in my bed and reading a book too. Like if I'm reading a book, I guess it's productive, but I still feel lazy because I'm fucking laying down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being productive for me is like writing at least a couple pages of something, just how I feel, or a story that I'm working on or something. You know, that's being productive to me. But it gets to me though. Like when I'm on my phone. Actually, there was a study. Actually, I don't know what phone it was, but like I'm pretty sure it was an iPhone or something like that. But I don't know if it still works for like, because I tried to look for it on my phone, and I couldn't find it worth shit. But I guess somebody on a podcast, I'm trying to remember, but anyway, it doesn't matter. They also voiced their concerns about people being on their phones like for a considerable, like, crazy amount of time. Right? She put her color mode on the phone to black and white. And she found like an immense amount of progress. Like she never like looked at her phone through like a whole day.
Really?
Because of the black and white. Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, like, Hector, if I sit you down and I show you like a black and white movie from like the 30s, like, you're probably not gonna
be into it,
right? Not because of the dialogue or story or anything like that. Because we're programmed. I mean, we lived a lifetime full of color, watching shit with color. It's what, we gravitate towards, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking around the room now and I see the red little glove on the fucking thing because, it stands out more. And I think that has something to do with it as well. Colors, you know what I mean? Contrast and stuff like that. Like, we're just like,
we're just attracted to colors.
And screens. We watch a lot of TV. So, and fuck TV now, internet's taking over. You know what I mean? And having the internet, I mean, the thing is, like, when you're on your phone, half the time you're using internet. You know what I mean? So I feel like the internet is the new TV. Basically, it's fucking taking over.
I feel like it's safe to say it's more than half the time.
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's just the reality we live in, for sure.
Scary, right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. Obviously, we're not gonna have all the answers, but yeah, I feel like that's part of it. You know what I mean? Big time. Because we all like to watch videos of, fun. Well, I mean,
it's crazy too, because you're right. Because there's nights, I'm in bed. I don't really look at my, like, I guess I do. I guess I kind of do, but I really don't get into my phone until I come home.
Right.
Like, I mean, like, internet wise, like, I'm always texting through the day, whatever. Yeah. But like when I deeply like look for shit or whatever, like, I don't do that until I get home.
Right.
So like, when I'm home and I'm like on YouTube and it's like 9:30 or whatever, I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I look at a video, and the worst thing ever is the suggested videos.
Yeah.
Because then you go from video,
you go in that rabbit hole, right?
To video,
yep.
to video, to video.
It's quite smart on their end.
Yeah. And then you look at the time and it's like, fuck, 11:30. Yeah. Like, shit, dude, what happened? Like, I was supposed to be asleep already.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's happened to me. It happened to me yesterday. It happens to me all the time.
No, for sure. You're definitely not the only one. I'm sure. I'm sure if anybody listens to this and they're like, yeah, I fucking do it too.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if half the people fucking tell you that, it happens in them, But yeah, we're just attracted to, we're attracted to screens, we're attracted to color, we're attracted to, it has its pros too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sit here and be,
just bash the internet.
Yeah, bash the fuck the internet. Let's go back to the fucking 40s.
Internet's great.
Yeah, it's great to have, research wise and everything like that. But I don't know. I feel like there should be an effort for people to put in where put the phone down and whatever the fuck,
go outside.
Go outside. You know what I mean? Like,
get some air.
Yeah. Well, because I'm sure it was the case with you, but I remember when I was younger, everybody was outside. Every kid on the block was outside.
Yes. Shout out Danny. Me and
Dan.
Danny used to ride bikes like crazy. I feel like we were the last generation to play outside.
Oh, well,
like my generation.
Guess what? I feel like internet has something to do with it. You
don't see kids riding their bike. There's some kids across the street. Shout out to those kids across the street.
Yeah.
They freaking play basketball all the time. I'm like, hell yeah, man.
Thank goodness.
You know?
That's good.
They play football. They're on their skateboards. I'm like, dude,
good.
like, yes.
I wonder how much access they have, because honestly, what took over was the internet. Video. Guess what happened to? I mean, video games was already a quote unquote problem, even though I think it's fun and great and good thing sometimes. But like, you know, playing online took over the world, right? What do you need for online? Internet.
Yeah.
And half the time, you know, half the kids are not going outside. They're playing Fortnite online.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
Virginity is cool.
That was Tell the people where you got that from.
Do that. I don't know, some meme on Instagram, but whatever.
It was a video. It was a video of like this church group trying to like lecture kids that, you know, sex is bad.
Yeah. Virginity is cool, dude. They're all just
They were hyped.
They were hyped. The kids on stage were. The people in the crowd were like
what the fuck?
Yeah.
The dude who was chanting was crazy.
He was what up? Virginity is cool.
This motherfucker said he might as well say mic check 2 1 2. Virginity is cool.
What up? He was trying to make it dope. Like, virginity's tight.
Yeah. Everybody in the 213 don't feel it's cool to lose your virginity.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. When did you lose your virginity, Hector?
Oh man.
Do you want to get into
this? Might as well.
Damn. When, bro? When? Actually, you know what? Pops is gonna listen to this, right?
Whatever. I don't care.
Oh shit.
I was in the 8th grade.
You fucking deviant.
Whatever.
No, I think I was in the 8th grade.
Explain yours. Situation,
bro. Mine's not exciting.
How's it not exciting?
Well, it just wasn't exciting.
How was it not exciting?
It was like the lights were off, and you know, she got on top of me, and bam, it's in, and then like, bam, it was out, and that was it.
You didn't even nothing happened?
No stroke, no nothing.
So what happened?
It was just like, you know, like that's how it feels, I guess.
So
two curious kids.
So you guys didn't finish?
No.
Why?
I mean,
what's the point? What's the goddamn point?
Because we were at a grandparents' house and shit, you know, like they were like in the living room.
Okay, where were you?
Like, in her room.
Okay, so why'd you finish?
I mean, I was fucking scared, man. For fuck's sake, get off my back. God damn.
You thought she was pregnant?
No. Yes, I thought she was pregnant.
You know, there was.
I was like, so like you're
pregnant now?
You pregnant now? Or we're gonna be together forever?
Or? Kids don't know shit. It's funny. You think about shit like that.
Like, she was just like,
dude, I have the funniest story.
Well, no. Well, I mean, she just told me, she was like, you want to like do it? And I was like, I was a nervous fucking kid. Yeah. I was like, yeah, yeah. Oh, let's do it. You know, fucking wordsmith. I was.
I'll do it for you.
Yes, I'll do it for you. Yeah, but yeah, it was just like quick. Like, it was in, and then we both got scared. Like, oh, you hear that? she got up, and then the lights were back on. I was like, maybe we should do this another time.
Dang. I wouldn't count that as you lost your virginity.
No,
nah, man.
When would you count it? When you actually like finish?
Yeah, straight up from start to finish.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I count it.
Okay, if you don't count it, when's the next time it happened?
I don't remember.
What?
I don't remember. No, I don't even think it was with her.
Come on.
No,
bro.
I swear.
All right, who was the next one? Who was the next victim?
I'm trying. That was victim. I like how you're selling me.
Yeah.
No, you fucking go, motherfucker.
What the hell?
You're stalling.
How am I stalling?
You're like, I got a great funny story. My stories are not great. I
can't tell that story.
What?
It's graphic. Go.
Mine's are not.
My dad listens to my shit. Your mom and dad don't.
Oh my god, they will though.
No, they won't.
No.
Come on.
Anyway, the weather.
Oh, your ass, dude.
I don't want to.
Your ass, dude. Come on.
Come on.
Paulie. Come on, man.
Okay.
All right. I know you remember, motherfucker. Everybody.
No, I know, but I don't, cause like it's not that special. It's not a funny story. It's not fun.
Paulie.
Oh my god.
Go.
No. If you tell your story, I'll tell my story.
I can't tell you my story.
Why not?
Well, I'll tell you my virginity story. I was going to tell you about a different story.
No, tell me your virginity story.
Okay. But tell yours.
No, tell yours.
I smashed a girl up the street.
I gotta live here. You thought you gonna get me in trouble. Next Friday, motherfucker.
Oh, man, whatever. There's an apartment complex behind my house.
Right. The end? Is that it? Period?
Yeah, like...
Bullshit.
That's where it ends.
See, if you're gonna give me that fucking...
Dude, the girl used to live there. It was her friend. She went over to her friend's house, a girl that I was with. I went there. I walked over there, and like 6 a.m, we smashed, and then that was it. We smashed in the bathroom.
Oh my god, I feel like I was there. So compelling.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it wasn't that great.
Mine wasn't that great. I think mine's the same exact story yours is.
Yeah, but like...
We're not exciting, man.
You're not exciting.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to tell the lame-ass story.
It's kind of funny, dude, when it first happens, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of like, just like, I don't know, at least for me, it was just like, oh, I wonder what it feels like. Like, what does it feel like when it goes in, right?
But the thing is, like, not that I ever experienced it before, but like the kind of like how I guess it would feel.
Is how it happened?
Yeah.
Nah, to me, it wasn't.
Really?
Yeah. To me, it felt like what I thought it was. What I thought it was gonna. Nah, man, this ain't it.
What?
I don't want to talk about this no more.
Oh
Delete this shit.
No.
Come on, man.
It's funny. Okay, different subject. Different subject to another
just
time.
change it.
Man.
This is terrible.
What are you talking about?
Back in the day, we would have deleted this.
No, I don't think so.
All right, keep going.
All right. We're 46 minutes in, man.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Has it felt like that?
No, I didn't feel like it.
Really? Okay.
Did it feel long to you?
No.
No.
I feel like it's very short.
No.
Anyway. Well, we're not cutting the fucking shit
fuck.
off. No. But like, yeah, we're just lame. I was
funny,
fucking
dude.
lame.
I think, but I appreciate. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
What the fuck's the matter with you?
I was about to say some nice shit about the girl I lost my virginity to, but she ended up being a hoe. So no.
Dude.
Whatever.
I don't like to like pin people down because they're hoes or whatever. Like I said, I don't mind mind that lifestyle at all. You know, like, I mean, as long as you use protection for sure. Like, don't be dirty. But like,
no, they're spreading diseases.
No.
Yeah.
Not those kind of hoes. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's
those some dirty girls.
That's what she became to be.
Oh, okay.
So
well, I get that. But as far as like the whole life, I respect it.
Hey, pimps up.
Pimps up.
Pimps up.
That sounds like a beginning to a Lil Jon song.
Pimps up, hoes down.
You're horrible.
Whatever.
But yeah, like it was totally exactly how I thought it was gonna feel. I was like, I'm guessing it's gonna feel kind of squishy down there.
You're so stupid. It's gonna
and I was
kinda,
like, all right,
kind of moist.
You know, moisty. You know. But yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was like, oh, okay. And like I said, like that was the first time like it actually was like went inside, and I was like, oh, okay, that's exactly how. You know, I remember.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's what it felt. Okay, like, but like I said, there was no stroking. There was nothing special. You know what I mean? Like it was such like a lame ass like occurrence, and I was like, oh, okay, you know.
That's cool. You got it wet.
Yeah, I guess it was just it was so awkward after that though. Shout out to her if you listen to this ever. Shout out to you. I won't say the name because you know.
Hey, but like,
privacy.
Hey, real talk though. After that happened, you walked away like I beat that shit up.
He's like, I went to school the next day. Like, you're not gonna believe what happened to me, bro.
I smashed that shit, dog. That shit, she walking crooked today, dog.
Oh my god.
She walking crooked. Hey, watch, dog. Watch how she walk crooked.
I was the coolest kid in the group that day.
Were you really?
No, I don't think I told anybody.
Oh man, I'm telling everybody. I'm exaggerating. I'm gonna say we did like 4 different positions.
It was like an hour or two.
Yeah, dog. I smashed for like an hour. I'm exaggerating.
Oh my god.
I'm telling everybody.
That's so funny. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody just because I felt like it was lame. I was like, you know, even though I don't know. Did you lie a lot when you were a kid?
What?
Did you lie a lot when you were a kid? Even to your friends?
Huh?
To your friends too?
Yeah. I need a validation.
Yeah. Well, I did too. I did a little bit until I met this kid one time, and he was like
the only person I didn't lie to was like Danny.
Right, Danny. Because Danny's like
Danny knew everything.
Yeah. But there's this kid I knew in high school, and he was like such like a big liar, like a scary type of liar. Like it was crazy. Like, you know, like young kids were like We're like, you know, we're into hip hop and shit like that, being stupid. Like, oh yeah, let's write some rhymes, and he would be the one like, oh, I got a studio at home, you know, and we're like, oh, we're like, word, like, oh, let's go then, let's go. Like, oh no, I was getting clean right now and shit like that, and we knew he was bullshitting, like, so what the fuck you gotta lie for, man?
People just need to lie.
I mean, it goes back to self-image, right? Like we care about.
I think it's for acceptance.
Oh no, for
or
sure,
wanting to be the cool guy in the group, right? Mm-hmm. So like, I have a grown ass. You know, person that I know,
grown, like in his 20s,
in his 30s,
in his 30s, right?
You know, and he just lies all the fucking time, always lying about some shit. It doesn't even have. It's not even cool, and he's lying about it,
right?
And I'm just like, dude, like, why you always gotta lie?
Yeah.
Why does it's like if you don't lie, it's like you don't feel right about yourself. That's how much he lies.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like he's a compulsive liar, and I'm not gonna say a name. I'm not even gonna say like how I know him, but he just lies all the time. Like, why? Why does somebody need to lie this much? Yeah. Like, and it could be something stupid. Like, and it's funny because he always has to one up your story, right? So like, you could tell a cool story, but he has a better story that happened that same day. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I hate those kinds of people. Like, why do you like your shit's better? Like, you have to be that much cooler.
It's all ego, man.
Or you tell a story, right? You tell a story about how one time, you know, me and my friends got so wasted in Vegas, man, and you know, we were playing blackjack, and I won like $100, and he'll come up with
we got even more.
Yeah, right. Dude, one time I went to Vegas with like 10 more people than you did, and you know, we got free this, we got free that, and I won like $1,000. It was the greatest day ever, and it's like, great, you know, like he does that all the time, and that's why I don't even say shit anymore. I'm just like.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's ego, self-acceptance, or like, you know, being accepted by others and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. It's not healthy in my opinion. You know, I can't imagine. You know, because the thing is, like, you got to think like it's gonna come back to you.
Oh yeah, it's came back plenty of times where I called him out on his bullshit, and it's like,
but it's like
you look like an idiot.
But the thing is, like, why keep doing it once you feel that, like, because that's like one of the worst.
I think you just when you grow up doing it, it's just like second nature. I think it's like a personality issue.
But I think that's like top 5 like most embarrassing things, like to be caught in a lie.
Caught in a drastic lie.
Yeah. It's like one of the most embarrassing things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's part of life, you know, life is humiliating. You know, the most embarrassing moments should, you know, humble you. You know what I mean? And it's like there's people who still do it.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? If you could recall off your head.
Fuck.
Shameful, like, just embarrassing.
What was embarrassing? I don't know. I don't have the most embarrassing. Like, there's times where like I still think about it.
Do you have any like a want to get away moments?
Yeah, well, there was this one time. It's probably not even a big deal when I tell the story, but like, there's this one time where we were pinned in groups, right? We're pinned in groups, and like, one of like the people who I was pinned with or whatever, she didn't get the paper, right? And I didn't get the paper either, like the question. And I was like, this is it's like very vague or whatever. Like she asked everybody in the circle, and the teacher was right in front of us, and she was like, I don't really get this or whatever. And then I say, it's like, yeah, it's really vague. And like the teacher, like,
how long ago was this?
It was high school.
Okay.
And like the teacher like thought I was like said something like to like defend like the teacher and to like make her look stupid, and she was like, yeah, exactly. And then like it made her feel stupid, and she was like, oh, and shit like that. Like, and she felt embarrassed. Yeah. And I was like pissed at myself. I was like, oh wait, no. And then like it was like silent, and then like I just looked at my paper down and I was like, oh my god, that was embarrassing. But the thing is, like, my intentions weren't to make her feel embarrassed.
Dang, that just came to your head, bro? Like, you've thought about that?
Yeah, I felt really bad. I went home, like, I still think about it till this day, and I was like, because like because I don't know, I guess it's about me caring about self-image too, because like, you know, I don't want to look like an asshole in front of people. Like, I try to be the best human being as I could possibly be, and so I feel like that was like, she's gonna look at me like that. She's like, oh yeah, remember that asshole in high school? Yeah, like that's me to her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That kind of hurts a little bit. You know what I mean? Because that was not my intention at all. You know what I mean? Because I was on her side, and the teacher made it look like I was on the teacher's side. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, that stuck with me for a very long time, and I was like I'm still upset about it.
Yeah.
Not embarrassing, but like, I mean, like, I don't know.
Are you mad at yourself for not saying anything?
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I was like, I should have said, I was like, no. I should have told the teacher, like, no, idiot, I'm on her side. I'm confused with her. You know what I mean? Yeah. For sure. But I didn't. Like, she's like, yeah, I just felt so bad. I don't want to talk about it no.
That's how much it hurts, bro?
Yeah.
Damn, really bro, you're a fucking shit person, dude.
Fuck you.
Hey, man, you're a piece of shit, man.
What about you? What's the most embarrassing or thing that happened to you?
Most embarrassing thing?
It could be similar to my story, but like embarrassing, whatever the fuck.
Nah, this one gets me.
Tell
it. One time my dad beat the shit out of me in front of everybody at the baseball field.
Well,
that one was shameful.
That one?
Yeah, because I'm like 16, right?
In front of everybody?
And in front of everybody. I'm like 16, 17 or something. No, not 17. I was 16. 15 or 16.
Right.
And here I am, like, this big-ass kid, like, and I'm, like, bigger than my dad already. And he's, like, punking my ass, slapping my ass. Like, right. Just embarrassing, bro. Like, just embarrassing. Like,
right.
That was embarrassing. Well, my mom beat my ass in the office. That shit was embarrassing.
That was kind of one that you kind of, I don't want to say deserve, but like, I mean, you had it coming, kind of, right? That one.
Yeah, but that one's laughable. The one with my dad.
That one's for sure laughable.
That one's laughable. The one with my dad, still, I kind of cringe at.
No, for sure. Well, because like, I remember when you first told me that story, and I was like, I wonder what it is, because like, you know, like I'm all for ass whoopings, because I got my ass whooped. You know what I mean? I'm all for like spankings and shit like that. Now, don't go to the extreme, of course. You know, Adrian Peterson, that shit or anything like that. Like, don't go that far, because that's like that's a shit human. But like. But like as far as like whooping your kid in front of people, like you said, like I don't know, I feel like there's some like male dominance type of like factor that like leaks into that. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I don't care if like you're bigger than me or whatever. I'm gonna make you feel smaller in front of these people. You know, and like you said, it humiliated you. You were embarrassed.
Yeah, and that was tough.
Yeah, and it's like, and you went home. You probably, I mean. You probably still carry that with you a little bit.
Till this day. There's some people that I can't even, if I saw them on the street and I know I have this specific person in my head. If I see them in the street, I feel like he'll be thinking about that when he looks at me. You know, shit like that.
Right.
And I think there's a couple people that I will look at and I feel like in the back of their head they remember that about me.
Right.
That moment, that day, that, you know, it was like 6:30. Sun just came down. Like I remember that day vividly. You know, and actually, it's funny because one of my closest family friends, little Manny Herrera.
Yeah.
He brought it up to me the other day. He's like, dude, I remember when, you know, Sergio went off on you that day, Hector, and I was like, I don't even remember him being there, but you know, he brought it up, and I'm like, dude, if he remembers, everybody at that park remembers that day.
Yeah.
You know, and there was like 50 or 60 people there.
Right.
And they were all just watching. Like, we were the center of attention. Like, everybody was looking. Like, you know how if a fight breaks out and everybody's looking? It's like one of those things.
Yeah.
It was just embarrassing. It was a terrible, you know.
I mean, do you wish your dad would have took it home? Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beat my ass at home. I don't have a problem getting my ass beat. Like, beat my ass at home. But it's like, you embarrassed the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm trying to think because I feel like that's another form of humility that, you know, kids should feel, like, you know, learning from right and wrong, you know, and when you do it in front of everybody, you know, it's, that's like part of that's the factor that goes into it. You know what I mean? You're being humiliated in front of everybody, and it makes you not, like, you know, not want to do it again, whatever triggered your father to do that to you. But yeah, you feel like it should have been taken at home, right?
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
Yeah, that shit, I still cringe to this day.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that was rough. That's probably the most shameful I've ever felt.
Damn, really?
And I've had some shameful ass moments.
Right. It's crazy, man.
I don't know.
Are you gonna whoop your kids, give your kids ass whooping in the future? Because you probably don't have any kids, I'm sure.
I don't know. If it happens, it happens. But, like, do I plan on whooping my kids' ass? Hopefully I don't have to.
Right.
But I feel like,
no kid's going to be perfect. You know?
Yeah, but, yeah, I feel like an ass whooping, you know? You got to get your ass beat.
Warrants, you know, if something warrants an ass beating, for sure.
You got to get your ass beat.
I don't know. Because I fall under the impression of, you know, sometimes I mean, maybe it depends on the kid. I think, you know what I mean. Like, I do think that there is a.
My kid's gonna need ass whoopings. He's my kid.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's actually.
I was a terrible ass.
That's
kid.
actually very true. But I don't know. Well, because I feel like. I don't think that's the.
I don't feel like your kid's gonna need ass whoopings.
Well, that's if I have kids, which I mean, we already talked about it. I mean, shit could change.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I do ever have a kid, I don't think I'm gonna take that approach.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need to. You're so down to earth and so chill. I don't think your kid's gonna be crazy. My kid's gonna have like ADHD and like crazy.
He's gonna be that kid who's walking around in his diper with no shirt on, with some boogers in his nose.
Oh, hell no. My kids, I hate that.
You hate those kids?
I hate when kids. Oh my god.
That's when you know you have a bad kid, right there.
Man. And then I had the silver teeth too, dog. So I was even worse. You know what I'm saying?
The silver teeth.
I had the silver teeth. Silver teeth kids are the worst.
Yeah, that's some bad little motherfuckers for sure.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, that's funny. But you know, you can never turn. You know, you can never really know. Mm-hmm. You know, who knows? Maybe your kid won't need an ass whooping. You know,
maybe he won't. Maybe he'll be.
I think it depends on the woman you're with, man.
Maybe he'll be America's most wanted. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the goal, right? Make sure you don't raise a serial killer, man.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of responsibility, man. It's a scary amount of responsibility. You gotta make sure this person's. I mean, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's fucking that's having a child is huge. I mean, everybody's like, I mean, yeah, that's a huge step. It is huge, but like, I feel like even saying it's huge is like an understatement. Still, like, it's fucking giant. You're raising this kid that could possibly, you know, determine, you know,
someone else's life.
Yeah, someone else's life.
He could kill somebody.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, all that. Yeah, that. I mean, that's just my dark mind going crazy. But I mean, also like, you know, you gotta make sure he's smart. You gotta make sure he's like not stupid. You know, you gotta make sure he makes the right decisions and stuff like that. Like, I mean, a lot of like saying it is probably not a big deal, but it is. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know. Just for me, it's like just the same approach I'd take. I think
it's amazing what like the human mind can pick up,
right?
Especially when you're growing up. I look at my little cousin and I'm like, you know, there was like a little stint. Like I seen him, you know, from the day he was born, you know, till this day,
right?
But you know, I look at him every day and I'm just like, man, he's still a baby. And then I go and like, I don't see him for 3 months, and then I see him and he's, you know, he stands up and he's talking, and I'm like, whoa.
Weird.
3 months.
Weird, right?
Like, it's crazy. Like,
it's fast.
All that thing he soaked up, all that knowledge he soaked up, and he's talking to me.
Right.
He was a baby 3 months ago, but now he's standing up and he's talking to me. You know, It's crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, my cousin Rudy, actually, you know, I remember telling you about it. You know, like that conversation that we had about kids and stuff like that. You know, like he actually made it sound a lot more romantic. You know what I mean? Romantic is saying like a lot more nicer picture than I initially thought it was. You know what I mean? He was saying, you know, like that's like, you know, that's like, it's like you know what I mean? Like you're gonna raise another you know, like he made it seem exciting. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's gonna be fucking hard.
He sold you on it.
Yeah, he kind of did. I was like, yeah. He's like, you teach him to play baseball, and he's probably gonna be better than you in playing baseball and stuff like that. Like he's like, you're carrying tradition. You know what I mean? And you know, he made it. Yeah, he sold me. I was like, yeah, that's very true. But still.
No.
The other side of me is like, fuck kids, man. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But who's ever ready to have a kid? You know, you look at no one's ever ready.
No, for sure. But that's why I said like when you get to 30, I mean that's the closest ready you're gonna get, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're definitely not ready when you're fucking like 20, 25, 23. You're definitely not ready there, in my opinion. Maybe people's opinion differs.
People already have kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I'm sure they were. I mean, as fucked up as it sounds, I'm sure there's a sliver of regret. You know what I mean? Because it's tough. It's tough. I don't think so. Maybe they don't regret having him.
No, but I think there might be a little what'd you say? A sliver?
A sliver of doubt.
A sliver of doubt with the person they might have had it with.
Nah, it goes both ways, man. It's not just them.
I don't know.
In my opinion, you might be right, but I feel like, you know, I'm sure I'm not saying that they regret having them, but I'm sure they kind of wish they waited a little longer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. So, yeah. What can you say, though? It's crazy. It's a great conversation.
Yeah, it's very interesting. From two guys who don't have kids at all.
Yeah, we're in their 20s, early 20s.
Oh, I'm in the late 20s now.
You're mid 20s.
Mid 20s.
That's literally mid, in my opinion.
So
you're at the like.
So
mid.
Next year I'll be late 20s.
Yeah.
Start of the late 20s.
Yeah, little edge of the mid.
26. Who the fuck is 26? It just seems like you go from 25 to 30, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't ever meet someone and be like, oh, he's 26 years old. Now he's 25 or he's 30.
I don't know.
I'm just talking shit.
I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I still.
I don't think it works that way, dog.
No. Well, no. I'm trying to think because I know. I think it's like when you said that, I totally get it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but it's like, yeah, you're still young. 20s is young to me. Like I don't give a fuck if you're 29. You're still young. 29.
Really?
Yeah. And when you hit 30, I'm like, okay, for sure.
All right, dog.
You're a fucking adult.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
that's an adult age is 30.
For me, yeah. In my opinion.
You're still a kid at 29.
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie were kids.
Yeah. Shame. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Freaking Diddy.
What's Diddy got to do with this? Let's not talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
No.
That's fine.
No. You alright, G? Getting comfortable?
Yeah.
Standing up and shit? Making me nervous?
Leather seats making my ass cheeks.
Swamp ass?
No, not swamp ass. Just sticky ass cheeks.
Yeah, swamp ass. That's swamp ass, G. But anyway, man.
What's up, man? Any conversations you want to have?
Nah, man. Everything's happened all natural.
No, there's not a topic you wanted to cover.
No, man. Like I mean,
because when we do this, we just spitball, right? We're literally just having conversations, and this is just.
I feel like that's when we're at our best.
Right.
I could say I enjoy this podcast more than I do our sports podcast.
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I had fun with the last one.
Oh, well, yeah. We bullshitted that one.
No. The last fight.
Sports one?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel like when we have topics like from the beginning, it's like it feels like
staged.
It's not staged, forced a little bit, you know. But I feel like the best way to go into like a podcast is like just to go in like with the empty head and just talk and bullshit. You know what I mean? Because like you put something in your head and you always like you're trying to focus on that one thing, but for me personally, my mind's going everywhere. Questions are being asked in my head that I want to ask you and stuff like that, and it never stays on topic for me. It's hard to stay on topic when you have topics.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Especially because you keep going back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, and then like you get on this tangent that like exits you, and then like you have to go back to it and whatnot, and then it's tough. That's what I'm struggling with my horror movie podcast, my horror television podcast. Like that, when we have topics, it's a lot harder. Like we're just like like, okay, I guess we're done with that topic now. You know what I mean? Then move on. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Hopefully with this change that I'm doing with that one, we're not going to limit ourselves, and we're just going to go in there with like just free mind, open mind, just, start talking. Because that's when it's at its best, in my opinion, is when it feels natural, when you're just bullshitting and, that's with everybody. I feel like everybody could start a podcast. And it'd be good for them, in my opinion. It won't be better as ours, but it won't be as good as ours. But JK. I feel like we still kind of suck, though.
We suck.
Yeah.
Fuck no, we don't suck.
Oh man, a little bit.
Nah, man. I think we're two novices. Two novice.
Nah.
Novices.
That ain't it, G.
What's it?
I mean, novice. I mean, yeah, I'm a novice. You're a novice. Yeah.
So how do you say it together?
Yeah, I don't think you do. Novice-eyes? I don't know. No. You can't say. I don't think you say novices.
Novices. No. Novices. We're two novices.
Why can't you say beginners? G. Come on, we're beginners. Okay.
All right, we're beginners.
Yeah.
Man, I think we're doing great.
No, I think so too. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is like, I feel like, people thought we did really good. And I was like, like you gave me the feedback and I was like, oh man, that's really good. I was like, I can't wait. Like in my head, I'm like, I can't wait for them to hear us in like a year or 2 years. Because I feel like we're going to be way better than we are now.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Well, I mean, how long are we at right now?
An hour and 9 minutes.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Oh, you want to wrap it up?
No.
Oh, no? You still want to go?
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
If you do.
Yeah, I'm just...
What time is it? Hold on.
It's 8:17 right now. That was just an excuse to look at your fucking phone, motherfucker. I told you the time. Why you still have your phone?
Because, man.
So what's on your phone, man? Since you're looking at it and not talking.
Shut up.
What did we just talk about earlier?
Man, I just looked at it, bruh.
I haven't looked at my phone once.
Yeah, well, because your phone's dry.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I'm just kidding, dog.
Yeah, like 3 messages, bitch. Fuck you.
3 whole messages.
3.
Dog, you on.
Better than 0. I'm a loser.
You're a little moist and you're not dry.
Yeah. But anyway.
I don't know, man. It's how do you stay motivated?
Read and watch, because motivated with what, like what I want to do and what I love and stuff like that. Yeah. Or what do you mean? Just watch and watch interviews of people who I admire. Watch people whose opinions matter to me. Watch interviews. Watch movies that of directors I like, and fucking read books. I like reading obscure things. Like I don't like reading very popular things that everybody reads. You know what I mean? Like I want to find the most weirdest shit out there that I could find on the fucking internet, and I want to learn, that kind of shit that motivates me, keep me a little bit like when I watch there's a certain show. There's this one show that I watch called True Detective, and every time I watch that show, every episode, I'm like, where's my fucking pen at, man? I want to fucking write. That show makes me want to write. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite shows of all time. One of the most best written shows. And it actually has a little bit of the book I told you about last week, The Conspiracy of the Human Race. It has those kind of not tendencies, more of topics and stuff like that thrown in there. So yeah, that gets me motivated. Is watching people I admire, watching their work, reading their work, and whatnot, and just studying the shit. You know what I mean? Always have a student mentality, in my opinion. No matter what you do, no matter what, if you're whatever you want to be, a surgeon or fucking a director, a writer, a fucking painter or whatever, always have a student mindset, in my opinion. You never be a master.
Yeah,
because
you're always learning.
Yeah, if you're a master, then you know everything. But the thing is, we truly never learn anything. Always be the student. No matter how old you are, how young you are, always be the fucking student. There's always things to learn. You know what I mean? What about you, man? What keeps you motivated?
For me,
Conor McGregor.
Such an ass. Yeah,
is he not?
Yeah, no, he does. Just his life story motivates me.
No, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But what keeps me motivated is it's kind of funny. I look at very nice houses in Las Vegas.
Really?
On my downtime. All the time. Like just pictures, or for sale? Like for sale.
Right.
The houses that are for sale right now. And houses that probably will never be in my price range. But I always keep I like looking at houses. I want to eventually get into the real estate game.
Yeah. I always thought that was cool. When you told me about that, I was like, yeah, Gee, fucking do it. That's I don't think you don't meet a lot of people, I mean, definitely over here, in my opinion, that are into that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, especially in California, because California is such a high market to buy houses, especially right now.
Yeah.
So it's not really, you don't really get that many realtors out here that are hungry.
Right.
To want to sell and buy houses. Just because the houses are so high right now.
Right.
Which is why you'll see a lot of houses for sale in California right now. Right? So people are trying to sell them because the market's going to crash soon.
Oh, yeah.
Houses are going to be cheap as fuck in a year.
Really?
Maybe 2. But people are trying to sell their houses right now because that's the highest that they'll get right now.
Right now.
And if they sell it high right now, in 2 or 3 years when the market crashes, they'll get a good ass house for the amount that they sold their house for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's interesting.
It's so it's hard to explain, but the housing market is like this, right?
Yep.
It's always fluctuating, and sometimes it'll just go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
And then it'll reach a peak.
Right.
Where it's okay, no one's buying no more.
Okay.
No one's buying.
They're
too damn high that no one's buying.
Right. That's the time to drop. Okay.
When it drops, that's when people buy.
That's the time.
That's the time to buy houses.
Okay.
And you buy houses that were once $350,000
right.
are now like $200,000, and now you have $150,000,
right.
price change
Yeah.
just because you bought at the right time.
Mm.
So you have people who are selling their houses right now because they think that right now is the highest time that this is the highest their house is going to be.
Yeah.
So they sell it. So when the houses crash, they get a better house for cheaper money.
Oh.
It's a game, dude.
Right.
And that's what I do. And I look at houses in Vegas all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I probably looked at 200 houses yesterday.
Damn.
And it's just like coming up with different ideas of how I want to live. Because
Right.
I eventually just want to buy houses and then rent them out, right?
Right. That's your
And
goal,
then
right?
That's my goal. That's my goal. So like, just buy a bunch of houses and just rent them out,
Okay.
and have them pay it.
Mhm.
You don't even have to touch it. Just have them pay it.
Right.
That's my goal.
Uh-huh.
That's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me going to work every day.
Right.
I think about shit like that. I think about moving to Vegas because that's where I want to be.
Right.
I'm happy there.
You should buy some audiobooks from those dudes who do that, real estate.
Oh,
shit.
I bought into this guy's program.
Right.
It was like $80.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
He gives like alerts to me in my email all day.
Really?
I got his book for free.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's he's pretty knowledgeable for sure. But it kind of made me sad because he was like, somebody asked him. He has a YouTube channel, and somebody asked him like, is Vegas a good time? Is Vegas a good city to go buy into? And he's like, we already did Vegas. He goes, Vegas is we already did it.
It's done.
It's done. That's what he says. But
maybe it could come back, man. You never know.
yeah, you never know.
Maybe you're the
and
one
even
to
if
bring
it
it back.
didn't, I still want to live in Vegas. It's not gonna change my mind.
Right. Well, I was gonna ask you this question. I mean, since we're talking about house, I mean, do you have like a dream house or something like that?
I have one specific house.
Describe me some rooms. Describe me what you want.
I have a specific house, and I'm not gonna say how much it is because people just laugh at me. But
man, who gives a fuck?
It's this house, and it's in Henderson, and it's like $5 million.
Woo.
But man, it's like everything.
Everything that you want in a house.
I don't think I'll ever leave.
Damn.
You know? I don't think I'd ever leave.
Just because it looks beautiful.
It's just beautiful.
Everything you want, balcony.
Quiet. There's videos there.
Mm.
Like there's videos there, like, and because it's so popular.
Okay.
They did like a sky view of it and inside, and there's like a time lapse video on it.
Oh, okay.
And you see the sunrise and set. Dude, it's
beautiful.
Great view of Las Vegas.
Really?
You're looking at the strip from afar, from miles away, and it's
right.
I don't know. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything you want.
Mhm.
That's
my happy place.
Happy place. That's cool, man. It's good to have our happy place. I always wanted a house with my own library in it.
Really?
Just one room with just full on, dedicated.
Just any book though. It could be any book that's in there.
No,
or your collection.
I wanted to fill it with my own personal stuff, from comic books, graphic novels to just regular poetry, literature that I admire. Just one room just completely dedicated to that, with some movie posters in there, of course, and a fucking spot where you could just sit down and relax. I kind of want it to resemble a comic book store, but having not only comic books but books in general.
Literature.
Yeah, anything involving literature, and just having paintings of famous writers or something like that. That's just one thing I want from a room. I also want to have one room just dedicated to horror movies and horror television, statues of horror icons like Freddy or Jason, a full room of just horror memorabilia from throughout the years, from the 40s and 50s and stuff like that. That's one room I would love to have. Vintage B movie movie posters and shit like that, very old stuff, I love vintage shit.
Yeah, I have
old typewriters.
I have a dream too, in a future house of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I want a room. I feel like the man cave. Saying man cave is so played out, right? Because everybody has a man cave, right?
We all have it, right?
But I don't want just a stereotypical man cave where there's a bar and team pictures or whatever.
A jerk off station.
Yeah, so I want a mob room.
A mob room, huh? Goodfellas poster on your wall.
Well, I want. It's funny. I want black walls and red carpet.
I was gonna say, so to resemble a
Death Row.
Yeah, like a
Suge Knight type room.
Suge Knight, Tupac.
Yeah.
In the 90s, huh?
Right. And like reclined chairs in there.
With a pool table. That's crazy.
A bar, but not a bar. Like a mini bar.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, a jukebox.
Right. So like somewhere of
a miniature
a room of solitude.
Yeah.
A fortress of solitude.
Right.
Right.
A place where we could kick it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure, man.
Where what happens in this room stays in this room.
Oh, okay.
Only certain people are allowed in this room, right?
Meetings and shit like that.
Like only certain people are allowed in this room. I'm being serious. Like this, I'm not gonna just take anybody.
Who's allowed in the room? Me. Your pops.
I don't know. I gotta check your background. I'm just playing. Of course, yeah, you, my pops, TJ. Just playing.
I like the way you said that.
I'm just playing. TJ, and right now that's it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Not anybody can go in this room. If you go in that room,
you special.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that says a lot, or you're not coming out of that room.
Jesus Christ, man. He's talking about Dreamhouse. This motherfucker's talking about building his own empire as a mob or something. It's crazy. Crazy bastard.
Have you heard that? It's a song
on
Lil Wayne and Birdman's old album. It's called Loyalty. It's called Loyalty.
I don't think I heard that song.
It's not even a song.
Oh, it's like a skit?
It's like a little skit. Just listen to it, okay?
We're gonna get pulled off if they hear it.
Really?
Yeah, that can happen. I mean, we're small, but I mean...
Whatever.
Just play it for me.
Oh, here we go. You pausing it?
You want me to?
Yep.
All right. So, Loyalty.
Loyalty. That's what it's called.
Right, all right.
It's pretty good.
Playing a little Scarface in the back. So, you want to be a mobster then?
It's my dream.
I guess. That's what that sounds like.
No, man, but I definitely would play the role.
As far as like being a boss.
No, I would have that theme in my house.
Okay. One thing I want to call you out on though, as you said you wanted
call me out.
You said you wanted a jukebox in there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro! You a goddamn pilgrim.
A jukebox.
A jukebox.
Yeah, you know, like when you would go to like a bar and you pick a song.
Oh, that. Okay, well that's vintage.
Yeah,
cool. I thought you were talking about like fucking.
Oh, the boombox on the side. The Run DMC boombox.
Motherfuckers playing fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony at school and shit like that.
The jukebox, like the old 50s, like.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what
cool. Yeah, not the 90s fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, yeah, man. Long journey ahead. But remember, it's not the destination, it's the actual journey. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say about that.
It's the journey.
It's the journey.
Because that's what we're going to remember anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think about, you know, people who've made it, and all they talk about is how they got there, you know?
Yeah, that's all they talk about. Journey is the most important thing, man. It doesn't matter if even if, you know, it doesn't even have to be a big dream. It could just be, you know, somebody wants to do, you know, something in your field. You know, maybe there's a young cat that wants to do what you want to do. You know
what I mean? Man, network.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, same rules apply, man. Don't forget, you know, it's all about the journey. It's not about the destination. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a bonus. Don't get me wrong. It's a definite bonus, but yeah, journey is the most important thing for sure.
It's, you know, it's crazy. You know, the people that I think of when I do what I do, it's like they have no idea, you know?
What do you mean? Like you feel like they have no idea how much like you
that I think about them.
Oh,
my family.
Right. You feel like underappreciated?
Specifically my dad.
Oh.
I want to give my dad, you know, the finer things in life because he struggled.
Yeah, you saw him struggle.
I saw him struggle. You know, trying to give me everything, trying to give my brother and sister everything.
Right.
And, like, he never really had time to do things for himself, you know. He could have been selfish and all that money he spent on us or whatever. He could have bought himself a new car. So, you know, I want to be able to do this so I can do shit for my dad, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's one of those things that keeps me going, drives me.
Another motivation.
You know, and it's funny because these houses that I look at, I send them to my dad.
And he's like,
and I get the okay from him, like, okay, this one's good.
Yeah.
You know, I sent him some houses last night, and messaged me this morning like, oh yeah, I like this one, but you know this one not, whatever. Like,
right.
I'm basically picking out my dad's house. You know, I want the house I'm gonna get. It's basically gonna be my dad's.
That's what's up, man.
You know, so.
You eat. He eats.
Yeah, everybody eats. Everybody eats bread.
There you go. That's what's up, man.
That's how I live, man.
Yeah.
I said it before, and I always say it is, you know, I only eat with the people that I starved with.
No.
You know.
It's very very powerful.
Yeah,
powerful
it's something.
line.
It's something I live by for sure.
Yeah, man. That's what's
know?
up. Yeah. Even though I've, you know, because as you know, I'm different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would actually want you to eat like by yourself, like, you know, away from me.
Why?
I'm weird, man. Like, I was like, that's you right there, man. That's just like you fucking built that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I want like let's say you do succeed, right? And I'm still, you know, I'm still working on my dream. You know what I mean? I'd want you to be like, keep going. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Check it out, dude. This is how I am, right? And I don't mean to be all corny. But if, you know, I get to where I want to go and I finally get there and I'm done chasing whatever I'm chasing, just continue to do what I can.
Right.
I'm going to, you know, if you're not where you need to be, I'm going to help you, you know. We're going to try to get you to where you want to go, you know. Yeah.
I appreciate it, but I don't even know if I would take it, man.
Why, man? I want everybody, you know, everybody eats, bro. Like,
no, I'm
everybody gets what they want, whether it's whatever.
I'm with you, man. No. I admire that from you, but like, I want to earn the shit the hard way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
I want to earn that shit. You know what I mean? I want to earn that shit the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it'd be cool if you could buy a couple lights though, for sure. But
you know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. Anything.
No,
whatever.
I'm joking. No. Like, but yeah, no. I appreciate. I know the offer's there. It's gonna be on the table,
it's always gonna be there.
No, for sure. Like, if you get there before me or whatever, like, you know, doesn't matter. But like, but yeah, I want to earn that shit the hard way. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be a fucking struggle. I cannot wait for the fucking stress. You know what I mean? That I get. Yeah, I'm already thinking about it just now. I was like, fucking stress. I'm coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I want to earn it the hard way.
I respect it, man. Yeah. It's, you know, it's a good way to do it.
I'm still gonna come over to the house though.
Oh yeah, you're still.
You know? I'm gonna play pool.
You're gonna I'm gonna play pool.
Yeah, I want to play pool.
I'm jumping in the pool.
Yeah, I want to be in the death row room.
You're in the death row room. You can even record in there. There could be a scene.
Yeah. See, you got your rosaries everywhere.
Yeah, man, we gotta put them on the Dodger hats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put the goddamn rosary. I was like,
man, we're trying to win. You know, we're trying to bring a shit back to LA. You know what I'm saying?
After the shit we talked about last week, man, you went full. You dove like in there before. Like,
dog, we gotta win.
That's crazy.
We need all the help we can get. They got JD Martinez.
That's so funny. Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 4:30.
You excited?
Be here or be square. It's not even how it goes, but.
No, be there or be square. No, that's right.
I said be here or be square.
You should have just let me say. You should have rocked what I said right now.
Yeah, be there or be square. That's what I meant.
That's so funny. What time is it? What time does it start?
4:30, I believe.
4:30. I get off at 4:45.
Great.
Great. I'll be here in spirit.
You're not gonna be here, bro.
Well, I don't know, man.
Oh, it starts at 5.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Right
Channel 11. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, Fox.
That's
when you got
that's
big
when
time.
We made it.
That's
Dang, Chris Sale versus Clayton Kershaw. They've been compared so much, but they've never like faced off because they're in different leagues.
Right. It's exciting.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. At Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yep. Should be fun.
I want to visit Boston.
It's a good place.
It's
my buddy Jeff tells me, like, because he has family up there, he goes there sometimes, and he's been to Fenway Park, and he says it's pretty goddamn cool up there. Yeah,
I want to visit there one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. A lot of rich history as well.
Is there a specific, you know, place that you want? You know what my dad told me, actually, now that we're on this topic?
What?
He's like, next year I want to visit the hotel where they filmed The Shining.
The Shining? Yeah, that's totally a possibility.
He said,
see, if you come to me with that.
Yeah. You coming? Because he said he wants to go next year.
If that's the case, I'm going too.
You're going?
Yeah.
It's called the Awani Hotel or something.
Yeah.
He said he wants to go.
Yeah, they play. It's funny. Like they have rooms in the hotel, but like it's a hotel, but they have The Shining on a loop. playing at all times.
There?
Yeah, on the TVs and stuff like that.
That's scary.
It is. I love it.
You want to walk around that?
Fuck yeah! Place? Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You're high.
Walk around the fucking. I want to see the spot where the twins were at.
That's crazy.
That's just gonna. Yeah, I'm excited now. Yeah, see, that's a place I would want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There it is. That's a trip.
Yeah. Any other places I would want to go?
Vegas.
You want Vegas? I do. I actually would like to go to like to Boston, not just Boston, but like Salem, Massachusetts as well, where the Salem witch trials were held and stuff like that, where people were burned on a stake if they were accused of of witchcraft. I want to go over there. They have a little thing over there.
That's dark.
Yeah, what happened? Did you know about that Salem witch trials? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I want to visit there. Yeah, they have a whole bunch of monuments and shit like that. Rich history. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna say rich history, but a dark history that I'm into. What's up, man? You alright?
Yeah.
You're standing up on it.
Yeah, my ass hurts.
We need to get you a new chair.
Yeah, this one's kind of annoying me.
Yeah? Was it annoying you last time?
Mm-mm.
I wonder why. Well, now you want to end it? We're an hour and 30 right now.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I think we spoke enough.
Yeah, man. It was great. It was a great episode, I thought.
I think so?
Oh, yeah.
Thought it was kind of weak.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
We'll see how it does.
Oh, yeah. We're going to put it out.
Yeah. This is it.
I thought it was great. Thing is, like, again, one thing I want to like not do is like judge them like right after we're done. You know? Yeah. I mean? But like in the moment as I'm here, like I don't know, I thought it was a great conversation.
That's
I enjoyed
good,
it.
Man. I'm glad you did. I enjoyed it too. But
Absolutely, man. Swamp ass. It interferes with the podcast. Like.
All right,
man. Well, I'm Paul.
I'm Hector.
And yeah, you just listened to the Final Round podcast. We're out of here. Later.